I believe that literacy programs need to encourage students to engage with text and to be actively involved in their own learning. I was so passionate about this, but the problem was finding the material, books that had just the right amount of text on the page, and those that left questions to be answered. And so Connectors was born. Connectors is based on the reciprocal learning approach, where students work together as a small group, supporting each other, but it has far more than that. We have included extra strategies such as giving opinions, making connections, visualising and inferencing. In my own teaching, I found this to be an incredibly powerful approach. Before using Connectors, it is important that students are familiar with all the comprehension strategies and are able to apply them during their own reading. Therefore, the teacher should model the strategies and allow students time to practice. Practical ideas for these are in the Connectors Teacher's Resource Book, which also includes some bright ideas for ongoing classroom practice. The teacher introduces the Connectors book and explains the process, hooking the students in with the game-like elements.
Well, today, guys, we've got a brand new book, and you guys are the first ones in the classroom to see it. It's a special new type of book, and it's different from the books that we've been reading in the past. And what these books do is, all the things that we've been learning at the moment in class, learning how to ask questions, how to predict, how to clarify, all those things that we've been working on. Well, these books are going to help us with those. And the cool thing about these books is that you guys get to be the leaders. You don't need me, which is really cool.
Working with Connectors initially, the teacher takes a leadership role to ensure that the students understand the process. Once the process has been established, the teacher stays in the group, but hands the leadership role to the students. The teacher is in the group as an observer and encourager. Now the students understand the process, they work as an independent group, supporting each other. The teacher is free to work with other groups, confidently knowing that the students are involved in a meaningful task.
I predict this is going to be about where microbes live and what they are. Please read the text quietly. Does anyone need to have anything clarified?
What does alga mean?
Algae.
It's sort of fungus that lives in water.
Green water.
It means it's got algae.
Algae.
Like if you've got a fish tank and it gets dirty, it gets algae.
Okay.
Does anyone have a question to ask?
How could microbes live on human tissue?
They pretty much eat away the dead skin like dust mites. They can live on basically anything.
Do they even eat dirt or?
That's part of anything, so they'll eat it. Any more questions?
Is algae good or bad?
Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Some can be poison algae.
Okay. My summary of what we have read is bacteria, fungi, and algae are microbes and when they have been living.
I predict this is going to be about microbes in the garden. Please read silently.
As a reinforcement, Connectors provides independent activities which are included in the back of the student's book, as well as the teacher's resource book. It is important that teachers gather information in the initial stages of using Connectors to assess any needs the students may have. Final observations also need to be made.
I'm really enjoying using Connectors in the classroom. The children definitely enjoy the format of the book, how it's set out. It's almost like a game for them. They've got a little role to play within the book. It's taking turns and having something special to say that, and they're the focus of the group for that page. It helps them to be engaged, and really they're thinking outside the square, and involves that discussion that is so needed in a session.
Connectors takes students beyond their world, deliberately offering topics they may know little about. Topics that are high interest, lead to inquiry and support the acquisition of skills. The real value of Connectors is it gives students the opportunity to practice their comprehension strategies and develop their oral language skills in a secure peer environment. When students work together, interacting and motivating each other, it is a most powerful learning experience.